Hello, I have a weird, you will also see some weird bugs in this video. I have a weird problem. I recently made a YouTube video about how you can make a torus to a sketch point. But doing this, the goal here is I want to make something to simulate a stamp press in a piece of sheet metal. So I want to include that in the design of the sheet metal. And they have an earlier version where I managed to do this using torus, but for some reason the version I have now refuses to flat pattern when I'm doing this. So this is an earlier version I made with some different measurements, and when I let's see if I can find it. It should be here somewhere. Sheet metal flat pattern. So this one is perfectly able to use what I made before. So you can see here you have the underside and then you have the insides, which look like this. Okay, so that is what I'm trying to recreate in the new model. And the flat pattern in the old design works fine, but for some reason when I'm trying to do this, it will only allow me to do two for the flat pattern. Either one here and one there, one here and one there, or two here or two there, or two here or two there. If I try to activate more than two, the flat pattern fails. I will illustrate this now. So I'll go in here and I'll make an edit to the sketch, and then I'll get the size. So I will make a torus to this point. That's the size, and this is the size inside, and I will set that to join. Okay, so that one will join the sheet metal. Okay, and when I then update the flat pattern and activate it, it works fine. See, it's included in the sheet metal, both sides. Okay. And then I finish the flat pattern, and let's say I want to make another one because the first one went so well. So I go here, edit. Alright, it's still in that mode, so I'll like to activate here. Notice what happens now when I go in and edit. It disables the previous torus I made. For what reason, I do not know. And I cannot re-enable it, because I want to unsuppress it while I'm working with the rest. I have no idea why this happens. But when I do that, so now I'm in sketch mode, I go to solid, create, and a new torus. Same operation here. And then I set the side as I want, and join. What happens now is that it creates a new model, but it refuses to unsuppress the previous made one. Okay. So now when you go down and see here, the marker is here, but there is no way to unsuppress this. So I can select roll history marker here, but that will make it bug out. So currently if I do update flat pattern like it's now, you can see that I'm perfectly able to get the flat pattern to activate with the thingy in the same position. Okay? Now, if I go here and I select roll history marker here, now it works. But now I can no longer drag the history marker. This is a bug. This prevents me from basically using the history marker again until I actually save the profile and log in again into Fusion 360. Then I can move the marker again. That is a bug. It needs to be fixed. But the problem is now that I have shown the history marker there. You see I can update the flat pattern, and then I can take activate, and I get 2 of them. So far so good. There shouldn't really be a reason why I couldn't do the same on the ones above here. Okay, so I take finish flat pattern, and then I take here, edit, and I go up here and I say, okay, I want to do the same here. Solid, create, torus, to the line, do exactly the same thing I did before. Bring in the value, change it to a join. Okay. If any reason at all should be correct now, I can flat pattern this with this in place. Okay, see? It's the same thing as down here. But you see again, here it has disabled the previous ones. So take update, flat pattern, and then it says activate. Perfectly able to make it. But look what happens now. I go down and I select roll history marker to here to activate the other ones. When I then go and select update flat pattern and try to activate it, it no longer wants to flatten. And it doesn't really matter if I start at the bottom or the end. As soon as I get to the third one, it just refuses. And I have really no idea what this happens. When I go here and it takes a press warning, it's always the same operation. See here, I'm going to do the exact same operation again. So I'll delete the flat pattern, and I'll go back and I'll delete these. Start all over, okay? So I'll go under and I'll say, okay, I want to make a flat pattern. It's fine. Get a perfect flat pattern, okay? Finish it. That's okay. Then I go back into the sketch I used before, add it. And this time I'm going to make these 2 first. And I go to solid, create, and select torus, same as before, join, okay, update flat pattern, makes it fine, finish, and then I'll do the same again, edit, and I make this one solid, create, torus, flat pattern, join, okay, update flat pattern, activate. You see, now I made it. Finish. So then I go and I want to enable this one again. Roll history marker here. Now I have both. And then it says update flat pattern. And then I try to activate it. Works fine. See? You can see both of them here now. Okay. Finish. Let's say I want to make a new one here. Remember, that one worked before. Both of them worked when they were alone. So I go down here, edit, edit, solid, create, torus, and change that again to join, okay, and again update flat pattern as long as it's alone, activate, you can see it there, finish, and then I just want to roll the history marker to here, and then I want to update the flat pattern again and activate, and voila, it still does not want to do it. So dear Fusion or Autodesk, what is the problem here? Can you give some better explanations in your review warnings? Compute failed. Now it says alignment edge of reference was lost. Orientation of the flat panel may have changed. Can't complete sheet metal operation due to an internal error. Check the body and bend parameters. The body and bend parameters are always the same. There is no difference when I start with the two bottom or start with the two top. So why would that even be relevant? And the surface is perfectly flat. It doesn't really matter what you do. So I could try and delete the flat pattern. Delete. I don't think that will make a difference. Sheet metal, create, flat pattern, select. Now you gotta be kidding me. So if that totally delete a flat pattern, it's perfectly able to do this. Let's see what happens now if I bring in the fourth one. I did not expect that. It was the first time I tried that. Okay, let's see if I can bring in the fourth one. So that is down here. So I'll go down, edit sketch, solid, create, torus. Okay. I'll just input the value, join. Okay. And then activate flat pattern. Roll history marker here. Activate flat pattern again. Now it doesn't work. Finish. Let's try and just delete the flat pattern like I did before. And sheet metal, flat pattern. Okay. Now it didn't work. Let's try that again. Now it did not work. That's weird. So delete again. It's just not working now. So now I managed to get 3 of them in. But now it doesn't want to work with a fourth. So how on earth is this not working anymore? Still not working. It's just weird. So let's see if I go back and I delete that last torus I made. Update flat pattern. Activate. Now it doesn't work again. Finish. Let's see if I can delete it. Flat pattern. Select surface. Still don't work. Seriously, Autodesk, what is this? It works and then it doesn't work, and then it works and then it doesn't work. Is this a bug or something? Let's see what happens if I delete another one. Now it manages. Why? This is just... Why? Why? It's all I can say. It's just stupid. And first of all, when it works like this, why when you make a new torus does it always go before the previous torus? It's in the history. It's just illogical. Why you're supposed to work afterwards, so you keep watching it. So when I make a new torus, these toruses are suppressed and the history marker is rolled before that. And you can see now the history marker doesn't work anymore because of the bug with the history marker. So why? Can you answer this? Because this has nothing to do with the bends and stuffs, because if I change the order of which I make them, it bends and makes the pattern fine. This is just silly bug in Fusion. Why? That's all I can say. It's just weird. So let me know.